the head and the tea seller. Once there was a man and his wife. The wife loved her husband. She worked hard for him. She always cooked his favorite meals, and she helped him in every way. But the man was angry with his wife. This stupid woman has no children, he thought, and soon she will grow old. I will divorce her and marry another woman. So he divorced his wife and married another one. His first wife was unhappy now. She was very poor. No one looked after her. The man and his new wife wait for a long time, but they didn't have a child. Then, one day, the woman became pregnant. Her husband was happy. Soon I will have a son, he thought. At last the baby was born. But oh, what a terrible disappointment.
The baby had no arms and no legs. It had no body at all. It was only a head. "Take it away," the man's wife said. "It's a horrible thing. I don't want to see it again." So, the man put the head in a sack. He took it to the road and left it there. Then, he went away. Soon, some travelers came down the road. The head began to jump about in the sack. "Help! Take me out! Help!" the head began to shout. The travelers stopped. "What is inside this sack?" they asked each other. One of them opened it, and they all saw the head. They were frightened, and they wanted to run away. "Stop," said the head. "Please don't leave me here, or I'll die." "What shall we do with you then?" asked the travelers. "Take me to the town," the head said. "Find a tea shop and leave me there." So, the travelers picked up the head and carried it to the town.
They stopped at the first tea shop. "Here's something for you," they said to the tea seller, and they gave the head to him. The tea seller was very surprised. "I don't want this thing," he said, and he began to carry the head out of his shop. But the head began to talk to him. "Tea seller," he said, "listen to me. Do you want to be rich?" The tea seller stopped. "Yes, of course," he said. "Then I will help you," said the head. "Look after me, give me food, and keep me here. Soon, I promise you, you will be rich." So, the head stayed with the tea seller, and the tea seller looked after him. Every day, the head gave the tea seller his advice. "Buy your tea in this place today," he said. Or, "Don't buy tea today. The price is not good." The tea seller always listened to the head. Soon, he became rich.
Now, in that town, there was a king. The king had no sons and only one daughter. The daughter was ready to be married. All the young men in the town wanted to marry the king's daughter. They came to the king one by one. "Please, sir," they all said, "let me marry your daughter." "What will you give me?" asked the king. "What do you want?" the young men asked. The king asked for many things. Some things were too big, some things were too small, some things were from countries far, far away. Nobody could find the things that the king wanted. The head heard about the king's daughter. He said to the tea seller, "My friend, this is a chance for me. Go to the king and say to him, 'My friend wants to marry your daughter. What do you want for her?'" So, the tea seller went to see the king. He went into the palace and greeted him. "Sir," he said, "my friend wants to marry your daughter. Tell me, what must he give you?" "A camel is a fine thing," said the king. "That's easy," thought the merchant, and he smiled. A he-camel, said the king. A big, strong camel with good teeth is a very fine thing. The merchant laughed. I will find the best camel in the world for you, sir, he said, and he began to leave the room. Wait, said the king. The camel must come here, into my palace. It must greet me and speak to me in my own language.
Oh my God!
The tea seller stopped laughing. That's impossible, sir, he said. If you cannot find this camel, said the king, he cannot marry my daughter.
Sadly, the tea seller went home. The head was waiting for him. What did the king say? He asked the tea seller. The tea seller shook his head. My poor young friend, he said, it's impossible. The king wants a camel, a big, strong he-camel, with good teeth. But that's easy, said the head. No, no, said the tea seller. The camel must go to the king's palace and greet him and speak to him in his own language. Very well, said the head. Now, take me to the camel market. So, the tea seller took the head to the camel market. They looked at many camels, and at last, the head chose one. Now, said the head, take this camel to the palace. The tea seller was frightened. But this is only a camel, he said. It cannot greet the king or talk in his language. Don't be frightened, said the head. Everything will be all right. So, the tea seller took the camel to the king's palace. The room was full of people. Everyone was looking at him. The tea seller's knees were shaking. The king saw the tea seller and the camel beside the door. What is this? He shouted. Why has this man brought a camel inside my palace? Please, sir, you asked for a camel, said the tea seller. Then the king remembered his words. He began to laugh.
This is only a camel, he said. It cannot greet me or talk to me in my own language.
The camel suddenly lifted its head. Peace be with you, sir, it said. Oh, how wonderful, everyone said. The king stood up and went to the camel. Can you really speak? He said. Was that your voice? Yes, answered the camel. I can speak, and it was my voice. The tea seller was even more surprised than the king, but he was very happy for his friend. Sir, he said, you asked for this animal, and I have brought it to you. The king looked at him. And now, my daughter must marry your friend, he said. Who is this young man? What kind of man is he? The tea seller was very frightened now. You will see, sir, he said. Quickly, he ran home. Head, he called out. Listen to this. The camel greeted the king and spoke to him in his own language. Now, the king wants to give you his daughter. You must go to the palace tomorrow. Oh, what shall we do? What shall we do? Answered the head. We will go to the palace, of course, and I will marry the princess. But, said the tea seller, everything will be all right, said the head. I promise. So, the next day, the tea seller took the head to the palace in a bag. The king and queen and all their guests were waiting for them. Where is the young man? Asked the king. The poor tea seller could not look at the king. His knees were shaking. He is here, sir, he said, and he opened the bag. Yes, I am here, said the head, and I have come to marry your daughter. Oh, how terrible, said everyone. The king was angry and sad. My poor daughter, what have I done? He thought, but it was too late now. I made a promise, he said, and I will keep my promise. My daughter is yours. So the head and the princess were married. The feast went on for a long time.
At last, it was finished. The king and the queen took the princess and the head to the bedroom and shut the door. The princess was crying loudly. At once, the head became a handsome young man. He had arms and legs and a body. The princess stopped crying and looked at him. She fell in love with him at once. The king and queen did not sleep at night. "Oh, my poor daughter," the queen said again and again. "Husband, what have you done?" Early the next morning, the king and queen went to the bedroom door. They were very worried. "How is our girl?" they said to each other. "Is she all right?" Suddenly, the door opened, and the princess came out. She was laughing. She was happy. "My husband and I are hungry," she said. "Please give us some breakfast." The head, who was now a young man, came out after her. "Yes," he said, "we are hungry," and he smiled at the king and queen. Everyone was very happy. After a year, the princess gave birth to a son. The king gave his kingdom to his son-in-law. The tea seller became the richest merchant in the country. But the new king's old father was not happy. He and his wife had no more children, and they were very poor.
He was cruel to his first wife because she had no children, everyone said, and then he threw away his only child. For these things, God has punished him.
Who is she? In a small town, there was a school. This school was big and old. Many kids went there. One day, a new girl came to the school. Her name was Lily. Lily was very quiet. She did not talk too much. She always looked sad. Tom, a boy in the school, saw Lily. Tom was kind. He wanted to be friends with Lily. He went to her and said, "Hi, I am Tom. What is your name?" Lily looked at Tom. She smiled a little and said, "I am Lily." Tom asked, "Do you want to play with us?" Lily shook her head. "No, thank you," she said softly. Tom felt sad. He wanted to help Lily. He did not know how. Days passed. Lily was still quiet. One day, Tom saw Lily in the library. She was reading a book. Tom went to her. "Hi, Lily," he said. "What are you reading?" Lily showed Tom the book. It was a story about a princess. Tom liked stories too. He sat next to Lily. "I like stories," he said. "Do you want to read together?" Lily nodded. They read the story. Tom noticed something strange. Every time Lily turned a page, she whispered. Tom listened. He heard Lily say, "Help me." Tom was scared. "Lily, did you say something?" he asked. Lily looked at Tom with big eyes. No, she said. I did not say anything. Tom was confused. He heard the whisper, but Lily said she did not speak. Tom decided to find out more. Tom and Lily became friends. They read together every day. Tom still heard the whisper. One day, Tom asked Lily, "Where do you live?" Lily looked sad. "I live in the old house, near the forest," she said. Tom knew the house. It was big and old. People said it was haunted. Tom was curious. He wanted to see the house. "Can I come to your house?" he asked. Lily nodded. "Yes, you can," she said. After school, Tom and Lily went to the old house. It was dark and quiet. The door creaked when they opened it. Inside, it was cold. Tom felt a chill. "Do you live here alone?" Tom asked. Lily shook her head. "No," she said. "I live with my mom, but she is always sick." Tom wanted to see Lily's mom. "Can I meet her?" he asked. Lily looked scared. "No," she said. "She does not like visitors." Tom felt something was wrong. He decided to come back later. Tom could not stop thinking about Lily and the old house. He told his friend Jack about it. Jack was brave. He wanted to help Tom. "Let's go to the house at night," Jack said. "We can find out what is going on." Tom was scared but agreed. That night, they went to the old house. It was dark and quiet. They took a flashlight. They entered the house. The floor creaked under their feet. They looked around. They saw a door. It was locked. Tom and Jack tried to open it. Suddenly, the door opened by itself. They saw a room. It was full of old things. There was a picture of a woman. She looked like Lily. "Who is she?" Tom asked. Jack looked at the picture. "I don't know," he said. "But she looks like Lily." Suddenly, they heard a noise. It was a soft whisper. "Help me," it said. Tom and Jack were scared. They ran out of the house. The next day, Tom asked Lily about the woman in the picture. Lily looked sad. "She is my mom," she said. Tom was surprised. "But she looks just like you," he said. Lily nodded. "Yes, everyone says that." Tom wanted to know more. "Why does your mom not like visitors?" he asked. Lily was quiet for a long time. Then she said, "My mom is not well. She stays in her room all the time. She does not want anyone to see her." Tom felt sad for Lily. He wanted to help her. He decided to find out the secret of the old house. That night, Tom could not sleep. He kept thinking about Lily and her mom. He decided to go back to the old house. He took his flashlight and went. When he reached the house, it was dark and quiet. He went inside. He went to the secret room. The door was open. He saw the picture of the woman again. Suddenly, he heard a cry. It was a soft, sad cry. Tom followed the sound. It led him to another room. The door was locked. Tom knocked on the door. "Who is there?" a voice asked. It was a woman's voice. Tom was scared, but he said, "I am Tom. I am Lily's friend." The door opened slowly. Tom saw a woman. She looked like Lily. She was crying. "Who are you?" Tom asked. The woman said, "I am Lily's mom. I need your help." Tom was confused. What do you need? He asked. The woman looked sad. I am not well, she said. I need someone to help me. Tom wanted to help. What can I do? He asked. The woman said, you need to find the key to the secret room. It will help me. Tom agreed. He decided to find the key. Tom told Jack about Lily's mom. Jack wanted to help. They decided to find the key. They went to the old house again. They looked everywhere. They could not find the key. Then Tom remembered the picture. He looked behind it. There was a small box. He opened the box. There was a key inside. Jack, I found it, Tom said. Jack was happy. Let's go to Lily's mom, he said. They went to the room where Lily's mom was. They showed her the key. Lily's mom looked happy. Thank you, she said. Now, I can be free. Tom and Jack were confused. What do you mean? Tom asked. Lily's mom said, I have been trapped in this house for a long time. This key will set me free. Tom and Jack used the key to open the door. Suddenly, the room was filled with light. Lily's mom smiled. She looked at Tom and Jack. Thank you, she said. Now, I can rest in peace. Lily's mom disappeared. Tom and Jack were shocked. They did not know what to say. The next day, Tom told Lily what happened. Lily looked sad, but happy. Thank you, Tom, she said. You helped my mom. Tom was confused. What happened to your mom? He asked. Lily said, my mom died a long time ago, in the old house. She needed someone to help her find peace. You and Jack helped her. Now, she can rest. Tom was shocked. But why didn't you tell me before? He asked. Lily looked down. I was scared, she said. I didn't want to lose my only friend. Tom felt sad for Lily. He hugged her. You won't lose me, he said. We are friends forever. Lily smiled. For the first time, Tom saw her truly happy. He knew that he had helped her in a big way. A week passed. Things were starting to go back to normal. Tom and Lily spent more time together. One day, Tom found a strange letter in his locker. It had no name on it. He opened it and read,
Dear Tom, thank you for helping me. I have one last request. Please take care of Lily. She needs a friend like you. Always be there for her. With gratitude, Lily's mom. Tom felt a chill. He knew it was from Lily's mom. He showed the letter to Jack. Jack was surprised too.
Wow, Tom, Jack said, this is really special. You must keep this letter safe. Tom nodded. He knew that he had a big responsibility now. He promised himself to always be there for Lily. As time went on, Lily became more open. She talked more and smiled often. She even started playing with the other kids. Everyone liked Lily. They saw how kind and smart she was. Tom and Jack remained her best friends. They always looked out for her. They did many things together, like reading, playing, and exploring. One day, Lily asked Tom, Do you remember the old house? Tom nodded. Yes, I do, he said. It was a scary time, but we helped your mom. Lily smiled. I want to show you something, she said. They went back to the old house, but now it looked different. It was clean and bright. The darkness was gone. Lily took Tom to the secret room. Look, she said, there was a small garden inside the room. Flowers were blooming. This is my mom's favorite place. I want to take care of it. Tom felt happy. We will take care of it together, he said. Tom, Lily, and Jack took care of the garden. They planted new flowers and watered them every day. The garden became a beautiful place. It was full of colors and life. One day, they found a small box buried in the garden. Inside the box, there was a note and a locket. The note said, "To my dear Lily, this locket is for you. It will always keep us connected. I love you forever."
Mom.
Lily was touched. She wore the locket every day. She felt her mom's love and presence with her. Tom and Jack were happy to see Lily so joyful. The school was planning a big festival. Everyone was excited. There would be games, food, and fun activities. Tom, Lily, and Jack decided to take part in the festival. They set up a small booth to sell flowers from their special garden. Many people came to see the beautiful flowers. They were amazed by the story of the old house and the garden. "These flowers are very special," Lily told everyone. "They remind us of love and friendship." The festival was a big success. Tom, Lily, and Jack were happy. They had fun and made many new friends. Years passed. Tom, Lily, and Jack grew up. They remained best friends. They never forgot the old house and the special garden. It became a place of memories and love for them. Lily did very well in school. She was smart and hardworking. She wanted to become a teacher. Tom and Jack supported her dreams. One day, Lily said, "I want to help kids like me. I want to make them happy and give them hope." Tom and Jack were proud of Lily. "You will be a great teacher," Tom said. "You have a big heart." Lily smiled. She knew she could do anything with friends like Tom and Jack by her side. Many years later, Tom, Lily, and Jack decided to open a school. They wanted to help kids learn and grow. The school was built near the old house. They named it Hope School. At the entrance of the school, there was a small garden. It was filled with flowers from Lily's special garden. It was a symbol of love, hope, and friendship. Tom, Lily, and Jack were very happy. They knew they had done something good. They had created a place where kids could learn, grow, and hope. Every day, they remembered the old house, the whispers, and the woman in the picture. They knew that they had helped Lily's mom find peace. And in doing so, they had found their own happiness too.